All right, family. Welcome back again for yet another Sabbath day lesson. Today, we are going to be tackling Genesis 6, which is a very, contentious chapter and whatnot when it comes to who these sons of God are that we're talking about in here. Who are these sons of God? You know, a lot of people, they read that book, Enoch, and it said these sons of gods were fallen angels and things of that nature. And these were people that was angels that was mating with women. Is it true or is it false? Well, we're going to find out right here, right now. So without further ado, brother, if you want to go ahead and read verses 1 through 2 for me.
And it came to pass, when men began to multiply on the face of the earth, and daughters were born unto them, that the sons of God saw the daughters of men, that they were fair, and they took them wives of all which they chose.
So y'all see this right here. Came to pass, men began to multiply on the earth. Men. That's a very key statement. And I ain't talking about this, not no alien invasion. This ain't no the angels coming down and doing all. He said men are multiplying on the earth. That's what he's saying. That's what's being done here. This is what we need to understand. So our people were fruitful. These men, these sons of these men, these sons of God here, they were fruitful, as we saw in the previous chapter, when they were having all those sons and daughters. We went through the genealogy. They were being fruitful. They were doing what the Most High told them to do. And it was, if we go to Genesis 1 and 28, what the Most High was telling them to do. Again, that's Genesis 1 and 28 to see what mandate that these men were following.
And God blessed them, and God said unto them, be fruitful and multiply, and replenish the earth, and subdue it, and have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl, every fowl of the air, and over every living thing that moveth upon the earth.
But don't get it twisted, though. This ain't about population statistics. This is about our people spreading out and mingling with the heathen nations. That's what the Most High is symbolizing, and that's what he's foreshadowing here. Just like these men, these sons of God, were going out to these daughters of men, these wicked women of Cain's descent. Our people today do the exact same thing. You see, when it says daughters were born unto them, it's not just talking about baby girls popping out left and right. This is symbolic language. These daughters represent the allure of foreign cultures and their ungodly ways, as we see today. And as we see what happened with our people when they got to the land. This allure of these foreign cultures. It's like how today our young brothers are falling for them Instagram models with more plastic than a Tupperware factory. Same thing, family. It's the same thing. It's still happening today, just in a different setting. If we go to Jeremiah 3 and 6, Jeremiah gonna bring it home with what I am talking about. Again, that's Jeremiah 3 and verse 6. What does it say?
The Lord said also unto me in the days of Josiah the king, hast thou seen that which every backsliding Israel hath done? She has gone upon every high mountain and under every green tree, and there hath played the harlot.
So Jeremiah 3 and 6, modern language, so you guys can see what the Most High is truly talking about here. It says, when Josiah was king, the Lord said, Jeremiah, the kingdom of Israel was like an unfaithful wife who became a prostitute on the hilltops and in the shade of laurel trees. That's what the Most High thought of Israel. Called them a prostitute because they were going after these other gods. Called them a prostitute. That's serious language. That's brutal language. That's harsh language. That's the Most High laying down the gauntlet to his own people, because that's how we was. Just how these sons of God are doing the exact same thing. They were supposed to be separate. They were supposed to be separate. So before you start conjuring up images of celestial baby daddies with these sons of God. Yeah, y'all say angels. Let me shut that nonsense down real quick. It's not about fallen angels getting freaky with human women. That's some straight up heathen mythology right there. The sons of God here are referring to the righteous line of Seth. These men who were supposed to be keeping it holy. But what happened? They saw them heathen hotties and lost their damn minds. It's like when our brothers today see a Kardashian and suddenly forget they're the chosen people. Look how many black men those Kardashians are taking down, huh? Same thing happened back then. Same thing happening today. Look at our men. Lusting after these foreign women. Just look at it. Instagram is all over the place. This is what they're doing. Oh, I got to get a foreign girl. I got to get a foreign. Yeah, she got to look exotic. That's the key word for white. Because there are some exotic looking sisters out there, but they don't want that. They don't want the melanin. They want the white. They want mayonnaise sandwiches. That's what they're looking for. Unseasoned. Same way these righteous men of Seth were looking at these heathen women back then. These wicked women. If we go to Deuteronomy 7, 3 and 4, he warned us about this foolishness when it came to his people Israel. Again, that's Deuteronomy 7, 3 and verse 4.
Neither shalt thou make marriages with them. Thy daughter shall not give unto his son, nor his daughter shalt thou take unto thy son. For they will turn away thy son from following me, that they may serve other gods. So will the anger of the Lord be kindled against you and destroy thee suddenly.
So y'all see that right there? If you marry these other nations, Most High says they will lead your descendants to worship other gods and to turn their backs on the Most High Yah, which will make him very angry, and he will quickly destroy Israel. Now, to show that these are not talking about angels, if we go over to Matthew 22 and 30, what are the angels even capable of this stuff? Because they're saying that, they took wives. They took them wives. Are the angels capable of marriage? Well, let Yahushua HaMashiach, the one who created the angels, let you know. If we go to Matthew 22 and 30, what does that say here?
It says, for in the resurrection they neither marry nor are given in marriage, but are as the angels of God in heaven.
They don't marry. He's talking about these spiritual Israelites during the first resurrection. When they're not going to marry no more. There's no need for it. The spirit don't need to marry. We're going to be like the angels. So that Most High just said, hey, they don't do marriages. So that cuts Genesis 6 and 2, because these men, these sons of God, took wives. The Most High just told you angels don't marry. End of story. Now the question becomes, do you believe Yah, or are you going to believe your heathen preachers? You going to believe God, or you going to believe man? That's what it comes down to, family. But did we listen? Did these men listen? No. We were too busy being thirsty, thinking with the wrong head, if you know what I'm saying. Now, when it says they took them wives of all they choose, it ain't talking about some romantic comedy where they're picking their soulmates. This is about our people straight up rebelling against the Most High's commands. They were choosing based on lust and worldly desires, not spiritual compatibility, and we seeing it today all over. Nobody's getting together for spiritual compatibility. They're getting together because they look good, they attractive, they please the eye. This is what they are doing today. Just like they did back then that we're reading about, we doing it today in droves. Ain't nobody getting together for the spirit. Everybody is only focused on the physical. They don't care. We got brothers marrying outside their race and culture, thinking they're being quote unquote progressive. Meanwhile, they're diluting our heritage faster than water in a cheap bartender's whiskey. Yes, sir. Diluting their heritage, whitening themselves out. The hidden symbolism here, my people, is the age-old battle between flesh and spirit. Our carnal nature always trying to lead us astray, while the Most High is calling us to be set apart. If we go to 1 Peter 2:9, now I know everybody knows this verse, but I just got to remind you what the Most High called you to be. Who are you, Israel? Peter tells you in 1 Peter 2:9. What does he say, brother, when you get there?
But ye are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, a peculiar people, that ye should shew forth the praise of him who hath called you out of darkness into his marvelous light.
That's what you are, Israel. You are a chosen people. That's who you are. For he wants you to act like it. Why are we being like the heathen nations? When he cut us out from that, he separated us unto himself. We are his inheritance. He don't care about the other nations. So why do you? Why are we always asking, well, what about the other nations when it comes to salvation? The Most High don't care. We getting saved to rule. They getting saved to serve. There's a difference. They're not going to be co-heirs in the kingdom with us, as these Christians and these other people love to say. We got even Israelites in the truth talking about they're going to be kumbaya. They ruling right now, and then in the kingdom, they're going to be ruling again. How does that make sense? Where is the justice? Where is the recompense? Where is the vengeance for all the blood they have shed of our people? You think the Most High just going to take it on the chin? All right, I'm going to lead them there. I'm going to lead them there. I ain't going to mess with them like that. No. Most High said, vengeance is mine. He gonna take it. He separated you, Israel. Stay away from these people. They are poison to you. They will lead you away. Don't even bother them. Don't even talk to them. It is a waste of breath. Don't even say a word. Just like Yahusha did to that lady, that Canaanite woman. Pulling on his garment. Please, please heal my daughter. Please. He says, woman, I am only sent to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. She was on her knees begging. He ain't say a word to her. Nothing. He says it's not the children's meat to feed it to dogs. This is what the Most High said about the other nation. Why are you guys not doing this? He set the standard. Now, I ain't telling you to go out your way to be assholes to these people. No. But I'm telling you, we rise above. They are not on our level. In this high time, we start understanding this. If we're going to make it out of this rut that we in, we're going to start understanding our place in this story. We are the main characters. We are not the side characters. We are not the NPCs. We're not the extras. We are who the story is about. The Most High created this world for us to rule. That's it. That's going to piss a lot of people off, but who cares? Let them get mad. That's between them and the Most High Yah. Don't try to make them feel bad. It's going to be okay. Y'all going to be ruling with us. That's what these pacified Negro-peans are doing. It's going to be okay, master. It's going to be okay. You're going to rule with us. Y'all going to be side by side with us. Nonsense. Let's read one of my favorite scriptures. Isaiah 14:1-2. Just to show you that we are not the same as these other people. Isaiah 14:1-2, brother.
For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob, and yet choose Israel, and set them in their own land. And the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids. And they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors.
Where the equalness? Where's the kumbaya? Where is your we are the world? Where is it? It's not there. There's a hierarchy, and we are the top dog. Just like they the top dog now, the Most High gonna reverse this script. We the top dog in this story, Israel. It's high time we start acting like it. Start carrying ourselves the way the Most High wants us to carry ourselves. Stop being worried about these other nations and only worry about your lost brethren out there and try to bring them this marvelous light into the darkness of their life. This is what the Most High wants you to do. Stop messing around with these tainted people like these sons of God did. So what's the takeaway from all this, people? It's simple. Stop being led around by your lustful desires like a dog on a leash. We're called to be different, set apart, holy. But instead, we're out here acting like we're auditioning for the next season of Love Island, Babylon Edition. No, sir. Wake up, Israel. It's time to stop playing patty cake with the world. And remember who we are. We're the chosen people, not the chosen playboys. Let's start acting like it before the Most High decides to hit that reset button on us again. So let's keep it moving. I hope I have edified you on that. Because a lot of people, no matter what you say about this verse, these sons of God, they don't believe you. They do not believe you. Oh, those are the angels. Even though I just told you out of the mouth of the Most High, angels can't marry, they're going to still believe. So we leave them in the wayside and we continue on. Verses 3 and 4, brother, Genesis 6. Let it fly.
And the Lord said, my spirit shall not always strive with man, for that he also is flesh. Yet his days shall be 120 years. There were giants in the earth in those days, and also after that, when the sons of God came in unto the daughters of men, and they bare children to them, the same became mighty men which were of old, men of renown.
So we're about to dive into this Genesis 6, 3 and 4. And I promise you, by the time we're done, your mind's going to be more blown than a tire on the Mad Max set. I don't know if you guys know about Mad Max, one of my favorite genres of movies. Love it. So strap in, Israel. Shut your mouth. Open your ears, because class is in session. Verse 3. Before you start thinking this is some kind of expiration date on humanity, let me slap some sense into you. This isn't about the Most High putting a cap on our lifespan like some divine best before sticker. No. The Lord is saying he's sick and tired of our foolishness. His spirit, his laws, his guidance, his patience ain't going to keep wrestling with our hard-headed, flesh-driven selves forever. It's like when your mama says, I'm counting to 3. You know the belt's coming if you don't shape up. Galatians 5:17 breaks this down perfectly. What does Paul say here in Galatians 5:17, my brother?
It says, for the flesh lusteth against the spirit, and the spirit against the flesh. And these are contrary the one to the other, so that ye cannot do the things that ye would.
Modern translation. Watch this. The spirit and your desires are enemies of each other. They're always fighting each other and keeping you from doing what you feel you should. Ain't that the truth? Your desires want to do this. Your spirit want to do this. Diametrically opposed, family. One's trying to go towards the Most High, and the other one's trying to lead you away from the Most High. But which one are you going to listen to? You going to listen to your desires, or you going to listen to your spirit? That's the choice the Most High is putting in our face right here. That 120 years that you see, that's the grace period, y'all. The Most High is saying, all right, I'm going to give these fools one last chance to get it together before I flush the toilet on this mess. That's what he's saying. It's like when a teacher gives you extra credit to save your failing grade, but you're too busy trying to get Shaniqua's number to notice. This is grace period. This is what he's talking about. You got people saying, oh, we're not going to live to 120 years old. That's what they think this verse means. But it's not. It's the Most High giving a grace period at this time on the people that's living on the earth right here. Because the Most High is looking at all these people. He's seeing the chosen lineage diluting their heritage with these wicked people, just like we do today. You think the Most High likes when our people mix with other nations? No. Not one bit. So Genesis 4, 6 and 4 here, another verse that's misinterpreted. Oh, giants, 50 feet, Godzilla type beings. This is what they're talking about. But as you can see here, these are men. We already knew the sons of God cannot be angels. We already say these are men. We already found out they were men. And they bear children to them. The same became mighty men. The Most High telling you, these were men. These weren't some demigods, mythical race of people that you got these other Israelites and these other heathen out there saying this all because of that dang on book of Enoch. Nonsense. We're not talking about literal giants here. Giants in this context ain't about size. It's about influence and wickedness. These were men of great evil, not great height. It's like how we call corrupt CEOs and politicians giants of industry today. Do we not call the CEO of Facebook a tech giant? Do they not call Mark Zuckerberg that? Same with Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos. They call them tech giants. Are them people 50 feet tall, family? No. How can we get this? It's very simple. They ain't tall. They just got a giant ability to screw over the little guy. That's what the Most High is trying to get you to see here. These people were evil. They use their influence to do what? Evil. Same way all these celebrities and all these other people who got all this money and got all this power and fame, they use it for evil. To take advantage of the regular people, the poor people, the small people. Again, sons of God, daughters of men, we've been over this already. This ain't no celestial baby daddy drama. It's about the righteous line of Seth, who would end up being the Israelites, further down the line, mixing it up with the unrighteous descendants of Cain. It's like when our brothers today think they can missionary date some heathen hottie and end up getting spiritually neutered instead. Ezra 9 and 2 warned us about this mess if we go read it. This happened to the Israelites too. Same thing happening today. History repeating itself because we do not learn our lesson, family. This is why the Most High repeats all these events over and over again. He wants us to learn something, but we ain't learning. Ezra 9 and 2, brother, when you're ready.
For they have taken of their daughters for themselves and for their sons, so that the holy seed have mingled themselves with the people of those lands. Yea, the hand of princes and rulers hath been chief in this trespass.
Modern translation. Some Israelite men have married foreign women and have let their sons do the same thing. Our own officials and leaders. These are people who are supposed to be upholding this, who are supposed to be upholding this purity between Israelites. They're supposed to be preventing this. But it says our own officials and leaders were the first. They were the first. They were supposed to be the role model, but they were the first to commit this disgusting sin. And now God's holy people are mixed with foreigners. Just like today. Where are the preachers speaking out against interracial marriage? Where is it? You don't see it. They tolerate it. Why? Because they got heathen wives themselves. We screwed up in the head, family. Just like these people out here, they screwed up. That's the most I'm talking about here in this Genesis 6 and 4. These mighty men and men of renown, they ain't heroes, y'all. They're the result of our people turning their backs on the Most High and chasing after worldly power and fame. The same like these rappers today glorifying violence and debauchery, being quote unquote renowned for all the wrong reasons. They famous because they got money or they got lots of girls. Big house, cars, and all that stuff. This is what they famous for. This is what they're renowned for. Evil and not good. The hidden symbolism here is deep, family. So wake up. This is about the corruption of our people through mixing with the world's ways. We're supposed to be a light, but instead we're letting the darkness dim our shine. If we go to Isaiah 60:1, what does Isaiah remind us here? Again, that is Isaiah 60 in verse number 1. What does he say?
Arise, shine, for thy light is come, and the glory of the Lord is risen upon thee.
We're a light. We're supposed to be a light to our people, to show our people the way of the Most High Yah, to give them a better path than the one they're on. But we are failing. Even in the truth, we got people who are failing this. Failing. Going off of this stupid 12 tribe chart so they can go and date these other foreign women. Doing the exact same thing. Because they hate their own women, they want to go out there and twist scripture so they can include heathens. And they don't think the Most High Yah gonna do nothing about that. Why do you think all these camps be going through all some crazy stuff? Most High trying to shake it up. But will they listen? Only time will tell. So what's the moral of the story, my people? Stop trying to be giants in this world's corrupted system. Stop chasing after the renown that comes from conforming to this Babylonian mess. We're called to be set apart, to be holy, to be different. It's time to stop strutting around like peacocks in a chicken coop and remember who we really are. We're the chosen people of the Most High, not some wannabe worldly giants. Let's start acting like it before the Most High decides to hit that reset button again. And trust me, you don't want to be caught slipping when that flood of judgment comes. So you go forth and you be righteous. Because the Most High is watching. He's looking at your every move to see if you are conforming to his path or the world's path. So we keep it moving. 5 and 6. Genesis 6. 5 and 6.
5 and 6. And God saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually. And it repented the Lord that he had made man on the earth, and it grieved him at his heart.
Woo! Y'all see that? The God saw the wickedness of man. 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 Not no mythical beasts. Man. 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 Now, before you start thinking this is some ancient history that don't apply to us, let me slap some sense into that thick skull of yours, Israel. This ain't just about them pre-flood sinners. This is a mirror to our sorry state today. The Most High is looking down at his chosen people, and what does he see today? A bunch of knuckleheads running around like it's Sodom and Gomorrah 2.0. Our people today are so caught up in wickedness, they make them ancient sinners look like Sunday school teachers. This is what they do, family. This is what they do. You can't tell them nothing about doing good. You can't tell them nothing. All they want to do is sin, sin, sin. If it ain't sinning, then you ain't winning. That's the catchphrase. Jeremiah 17:9 hits the nail on the head if we go there and read that real quick, brother. Jeremiah chapter 17:9. What does the Most High say about your heart?
The heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. Who can know it?
That's what the Most High say about your heart, your flesh, your carnal desires. We got brothers out here thinking evil 24/7, 365, like back then. It's like their minds are stuck on the devil's playlist and they have lost the remote. From the moment they wake up to the time they lay their heads down, it's nothing but schemes, lies, and foolishness. It's like scrolling through Black Twitter or World Star these days. Nothing but mess. Millions of views. Thousands of comments. Because that is what our people are stuck on today. No different than what we're reading about in Genesis. Ain't no difference. It's the same thing. Our people are busy plotting how to get the next dollar, the next high, the next body to add to their list of conquests. Meanwhile, the Most High is up there shaking his head like, I didn't create y'all for this foolishness. We already know why the Most High created us, family. We already read it up there. Chosen generation to be holy, not this foolishness that we're doing today. But this is what it's about. This is what our people care about. They don't care about good. They don't care about being righteous. That's boring. I'm trying to live my life. YOLO, YOLO. And the next thing you know, they dead. Whoops. Bye. Straight to the Thanos snap. Boom. Gone away forever. Dust. Never to be seen again. Is it worth it, family? Is it really worth it? To be going away eternally for good? Is it really worth it? 15 minutes of fame, is it really worth chasing after? Because that's about how long your life is in the eyes of the Most High. That's why they say 15 minutes of fame. That's how long you live in his eyes. 15 minutes. Is it really worth 15 minutes to be destroyed forever? That's a huge question that our people fail to ask themselves before they get into their folly. So I suggest that you guys start asking this. Is this worth it? Is what I'm about to do worth it? Verse 6. The Most High repented that he had even made man on the earth. Grieved him. Now, before you start thinking the Most High made a mistake, let me shut that down. This ain't about God having regrets like some teenager after a bad haircut. The word repented here means he was grieved. He was troubled. It's like when you raise a child, giving them everything, and they turn out to be a complete disappointment. I know we've known about that. I know we know some people that have gone through that. That's how the Most High is feeling about us, family. Psalm 78 and 40 breaks it down. If we go over there to Psalm 78 and verse number 40.
How often did they provoke him in the wilderness and grieve him in the desert?
Made the Most High sad. They rebelled and made the Most High sad. That's what it's saying. He's looking at his chosen people, the ones he brought out of Egypt, the ones he gave the law to. And what does he see? A bunch of ungrateful, hard-headed fools running around like they ain't got no home training. That's how we used to be before we got into this truth. That's how the men up there that he talking about in Genesis, that's how they was. Most High gave them, they were supposed to be calling on the name of the Lord. They following after their flesh. Just like we do in the day. When our elders look at this younger generation with all their opportunities, all their blessings, and see them throwing it all away for some likes on Instagram and a few seconds of fame on TikTok, it's enough to make a grown man cry. And I know some of y'all who are older, I know y'all see this generation, these generations that are coming up, y'all see the wickedness, and I know it grieves you in your heart to know that the Most High chose us, gave us all these, gave us the law, gave us this word, all of these things to see our people today squandering it, throwing it away, putting it in the garbage for some nonsense, for some fame from people who don't even care about them. They just want to see you do stupid stuff and get a laugh, get a kick out of it, get a laugh, get some laughter out of it. They don't care if you hurt yourself. They don't care if you die, like a lot of these Israelites dying from these TikTok challenges. They don't care. It's all laughter to them. And now you dead because you tried to get 5 seconds of fame. Good luck. Good job. Don't want to be you on Judgment Day, though. Hidden symbolism here. It's the depth of our fall. We went from being the apple of the Most High's eyes, like these people, these sons of God were supposed to be, to being a pain in his divine backside. We're supposed to be reflecting his glory, but instead we're out here looking like a funhouse mirror in hell's amusement park. Whoops. Ooh, that's gotta hurt. But that's the truth. The truth hurts, family. It's there to make you change. It's there for correction, to put you on the right path. That's what it's there for. You can either accept it as truth and change your life and get on the right track, or you can stay on the wrong track and get destroyed in the end. Isaiah 43:7 reminds us of our purpose. Again, that is Isaiah 43 and verse number 7.
Even everyone that is called by my name, for I have created him for my glory. I have formed him. Yeah, I have made him.
He created each of us to bring honor to him, glory to him. How is twerking in the streets bringing glory to him? How is trying to sleep with all the women in the city bringing glory to him? How is thugging and gang banging and all this other nonsense, being on OnlyFans and all this other sex work, all this, how is this bringing glory to his name? It's not. It's a damn shame. That's why these nations look at us and they shake their heads. They are ashamed to be around us. They see niggas coming and they get the hell out of there, because they know some foolishness is abound. This is our reputation today, family. This is what we got to live with. This is the shame we got to have, especially being of this righteous remnant. And you can look out there and you see our people, and now they are trying to put you and group you with them. It's shameful. You go out to a nice restaurant, but you got some niggas in there acting up, working on the tables and shit. What is wrong with our people? What are we doing? Most High shaking his head in heaven right now. Shaking his head, just like we shake our head at them. And the other nations shake their heads at us. A divine facepalm is what the Most High is doing in this hour, looking at his people today. But you, as a righteous remnant, you stay away from them. You be a light to them, be a model how to live. And just maybe, that light will attract them over to our side. So again, what's the takeaway from all of this? It's time to check ourselves before we wreck ourselves. We need to start aligning our thoughts, aligning our actions, aligning our whole lives with the will of the Most High before he decides to hit the cosmic delete button. It's coming, family. It's coming. Y'all seeing the stuff ramping up. It's coming. Are you ready? Are your garments clean? Because it's coming. It's time to stop acting like we're auditioning for Satan's Got Talent. Sorry, no, we're not. And start remembering who we are and whose we are. We're the chosen people, not the frozen people. So let's thaw out our hearts and start living like we got some sense. Let it go. Let it go. Sorry, I had to do that. Don't make fun of my singing. But this is what it's about, family. No more acting like knuckleheads. Let's get our act together. Go forth, be righteous. Look like we got some home training for once. How about that? And let's bring honor and glory to the Most High's name, not shame. As we keep it moving, verses 7 and 8, let it fly, my brother.
And the Lord said, I will destroy man, whom I have created from the face of the earth, both man and beast, and them creeping things, and the fowls of the air, for it repenteth me that I have made them. But Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord.
There's a silver lining in the story. Lord said, I will destroy man whom I have created from the face of the earth. Now, before you start thinking that the Most High is having a cosmic temper tantrum, let me enlighten your dim bulbs. This ain't about God going all delete account on creation like some angsty teenager on social media. This is the Almighty saying, I've had it up to here with y'all foolishness. It's like when mama says she's going to kill you dead. She ain't really going to murder you, but you best believe a whooping's coming. This is what y'all saying here. This is what he's saying. If we go to Nahum 1 and 2, he puts it plain as can be. Nahum 1 and 2. What does it say?
God is jealous, and the Lord revengeth. The Lord revengeth and is furious. The Lord will take vengeance on his adversaries, and he reserveth wrath for his enemy. Oops.
Y'all see that? He jealous. He furious. He gonna take vengeance on these enemies of his. So the Most High, he's looking at his creation, man, beast, creeping thing, bird, and seeing nothing but corruption. It's like looking at modern society, from the hood to Hollywood, from the streets to the suites. It's all going to hell in a handbasket. You got people acting like animals being treated better than people. Have y'all not seen how these white folks treat animals better than you? In Ukraine, when all that war was happening, they was putting dogs and cats on the trains before your black ass. That's how they see you. They see you as worse than an animal, Israelite. They would save a dog than saving you. That's gotta hurt. That's gotta hurt. That's how far we've fallen, family. So these animals are being treated better than people. And don't even get me started on them creeping things in Washington. The whole system's more twisted than the Chubby Checker convention. I know y'all know who Chubby Checker is. Let's do the twist. Sorry. But you're getting the idea now. Everything's messed up. This corruption has spread all over the earth. And the Most High ain't having no more of it. But guess what? Noah found grace in the eyes of the Most High. Throughout all of this trouble, all of this evil, there was a shining light. A shining light. Now, before you start thinking Noah was some kind of ancient superhero, let me burst that bubble. Noah wasn't special because he was perfect. He was special because he wasn't completely jacked up like we are today. We ain't perfect, but we sure ain't doing what these other people doing out there. We're not selling our behinds for some cash. In a world full of spiritual dumpster fires, Noah was the one dude who wasn't actively trying to roast marshmallows over the flames of his own destruction. It's like finding a sober person at a rap after party. Rare, but not impossible. That's how rare Noah was. That's how rare you are. You Israelites who are in this remnant, who following the Most High Yah, you rare. You are rare. You're a diamond in a sea full of turds. That's how the Most High looking at it. That's what he see you as, a rare jewel amongst all this garbage around. Do not taint yourselves with the garbage, family. Leave them alone. Don't be like them sons of God going to the daughters of men. Do not mix with these people. Stay away from these people. They don't have your best interest in heart. No matter how good they look, it does not matter. They're going to lead you down to the grave. Do not do it. Stay vigilant. Follow the path the Most High has set for you. If we go to Proverbs 3 and 34, it breaks this whole thing down. Proverbs 3 and 34. Plain, simple, to the point.
Surely he scorneth the scorners, but he giveth grace unto the lowly.
What he's saying is, he will humiliate those who make fun of others, but he is kind to those who are humble. Are you humble? I know we got a lot of prideful people. I have my moments. But are you humble? Are you like Noah? Will you find grace from the Most High? That's the question. Noah found grace not because he was all that in a bag of unleavened chips, but because he was humble enough to listen when the Most High spoke. It's like when the teacher's got a class full of rowdy kids and there's that one student actually trying to learn. You bet they're going to get some extra credit. Were y'all the class clowns or were y'all the one trying to learn? I can admit I was both, depending on the class. But that's exactly what it's saying. Most High telling you to stand out. You are a chosen generation. We're not supposed to be like them. Stand out like Noah. Be righteous. Do the right thing. Do what the Most High has commanded for us to do. And you will find grace. That's what he's talking about, family. The hidden symbolism here. It's about redemption in the midst of judgment. Even when the Most High is about to lay down the law, he's still looking out for those who are trying to do right. Keyword, trying to do right. Are you making an effort? Are you even trying? It's like today. We got all kinds of madness going on, from wars to pandemics to mumble rap. But the Most High still got his eye out for those few who are staying on the straight and narrow. Are you staying on the straight and narrow, you Israelites? Or are you straying off to every path? The Most High is looking at everybody's path. He's looking at everybody's walk. Are you walking the narrow path or are you going to the broad way of destruction? Which road are you on? This is something that you need to look at every day. You got to align yourself with the Most High every day because this flesh ain't going to give up. It wants to see you fail. Don't let it. Don't give it the satisfaction. Follow your spirit. Follow the fruits of the spirit. Let the flesh mumble, mumble, mumble all he wants to. Turn the volume down. Put it on mute. Turn the volume up on the spirit and follow its voice to the Most High. Isaiah 43 and 2 reminds us something. What does it remind us? Well, let's go read it. Isaiah 43 and 2 says what, brother?
When thou passest through the waters, I will be with thee. And through the river, they shall not overflow thee. When thou walkest through the fire, thou shalt not be burned, neither shall the flame kindle upon thee.
Y'all see that? The Most High right there with you. He right there with you. So what's the more of this story here? What's the more of these verses here? It's time to stop being part of the problem and start being part of the solution. We need to be like Noah. Not perfect, but perfectly willing to listen to the Most High and do what he says. Do what he says. It's time to stop acting like we're auditioning for the Real Housewives of Babylon and start living like we've got some divine purpose. We are the chosen people, family. That's who we are. I'm going to keep reminding you that throughout this whole lesson. We are the chosen. Act like it. Start reflecting some of that heavenly light. that the Most High wants you to reflect his glory upon your brethren. That's how they're going to come to us, by living a life that is set apart from the world. That's the lesson here. That's what we should be listening to. That's the whole lesson here. Separate yourselves. This is what this whole lesson is about. Separation, purity, obedience. That's what we're called to be. That's what he created us for. That's the purpose he gave us. Now, you going to follow that purpose, or you going to throw it in the garbage? That's your choice. But we keep it moving. Verses 9 and 10, brother. Genesis 6.
These are the generations of Noah. Noah was a just man and perfect in his generation, and Noah walked with God. And Noah begat 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth.
So this ain't about Noah being sinless, like some prehistoric Boy Scout. When it says Noah was just and perfect, it means he was righteous compared to the cesspool of sin everyone else was swimming in. Like finding a dude who can actually spell in a Twitter comment section. He ain't Shakespeare, but compared to all the rest of the people, the illegibility that we see in these comment sections, he's a literary genius. Are you set apart from the sin that's out there? Are you living differently than the people around you? Then guess what? You're just like Noah. This is what the Most High wants. This is all he wants. This is all he wants from you. It ain't a lot, family. It's not a lot. There's no burden. He don't put no heavy burden on us, no heavy yoke. His yoke is easy. His burden is light. He said it at his own mouth. Psalm 37 and 37 puts this whole thing straight. If we go there. Psalm 37 and 37.
Mark the perfect man, and behold the upright, for the end of that man is peace.
Woo! Peace. Do y'all want peace? Most High saying, think of the bright future waiting for all the families of honest and innocent, peace-loving people. He's saying, you're going to have peace. Your family going to have peace. If you live in just, your family going to have peace. I know y'all want peace because there ain't no peace out here. There ain't none. None but noise. Everywhere you go. Noise, 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 noise. Don't you want some peace in your life? Don't you want some bliss? This is how you get it. Walking with God doesn't mean Noah was strolling around Eden having chit-chats with the Almighty. It means he was living according to God's ways in a time when everyone else was treating the commandments like a suggestion box, like they do today. Oh, I don't have to follow that law. Oh, that was for the old people. Oh, that's old time. That's done away with. Nah, we don't got to do that no more. That was for the people in the land. Just picking and choosing what they're going to follow and acting like the Most High is going to give them favor. Please. It's the same thing like today when you see a brother reading his Bible instead of scrolling through Instagram thirst traps. A lot of our guys doing that. He ain't perfect, but at least he's trying to keep his mind on the right track. Are you guys doing that? Instead of mindlessly scrolling, doom scrolling through Twitter, through Reddit, through Facebook, through Instagram, Snapchat stories. Are you reading your Bible? Are you reading what the Most High has to say about you? Are you having a chit-chat with the Most High? Are you strengthening your relationship with Yah? Or are you too concerned with foolishness? The majority of our people are too concerned with foolishness. They don't care about the Bible. Oh, that's a white man book. I ain't reading that. I'm good. I don't read fairy tales. That's what they say. That's what I used to say when I was an atheist. Man, don't bring that fairy tale book over here. I ain't care about that. But now I can't get rid of the word. Everywhere I'm at, I'm opening up this word. I'm reading something. I want to hear what the Most High is saying to me. He is talking to us in these scriptures, family. It ain't just words on the screen or ink on paper. These are living words. They live, they breathe. Doesn't matter who's reading it. Doesn't matter what kind of Israelites reading it. It's talking to them. It's personal. It's like the Most High wrote you a love letter, and you are reading it. He's addressing you, the righteous remnant. This whole book is about you. The end of the story is pertaining to you, but you gotta put in the work. You can't just come here on Sabbath, listen to the word, and then poof, be gone throughout the rest of the week. The Most High don't work that way. He wants to see some effort. A lot of these Christians' Bibles are dusty. They don't read it during the week. They go in on Sunday to cleanse themselves, to look cleanly, to look righteous to the people in the church. But outside of that, they don't read the Bible at all. They don't know what it says. They just repeating what they hear their preacher say. They themselves have no idea what the Bible is about. Do you, as an Israelite? Because we got a lot of Israelites in this truth that have no idea what the Bible is about. You can hit them with cold, hard scripture, and they look at you, stupid. That don't mean that. That don't mean that. That don't mean that. But they got no rebuttal. No rebuttal. They're just repeating the same stuff that they hear other people say. They don't have a mind of their own. They're just walking, talking parrots. Don't be a walking, talking parrot. Don't be a Polly cracker. No. Be an Israelite that wants to learn from the Most High. Read this book. You're going to learn. You're going to get wisdom. You're going to get knowledge and understanding way more than anybody around you. You're going to be looking like Socrates around here. They're going to be like, damn, bro, how you so wise? I read the Bible. I'm good on that. But it doesn't matter what they say. What does the Most High say? What does he want you to do? You do it. Don't worry about them. Don't worry about them. Their walk is their walk. You worry about your walk. Don't worry about what everybody else is doing. You do you. You do what the Most High has told us to do. We just read this book. Follow these laws. Love your people. Love him. That's what he wants. Can you do it? Genesis 6 and 10. Noah he got 3 sons. Shem, Ham, and Japheth. These are going to be the 3 people that's going to populate this whole earth. You either from Shem, Ham, or Japheth. That's it. This here is spiritual symbolism, family. Don't go thinking this is just about some ancient baby announcement. These 3 sons represent the future of humanity after the flood, the seed of righteousness preserved in a world gone mad. It's the same way. It's like when you see a family actually raising their kids right in this crazy world. Very rare. They're preserving something precious. Even if the neighbors think they're weird for not letting little Tyrone play Grand Theft Auto at age 6. Because you see it now. A lot of these little kids are playing Call of Duty, shooting games and all that. Young age, 8 years old, playing violent games. And then they wonder why these kids grow up weird. No responsibility for teaching, family. You got kids, you got responsibility to teach. Most High didn't just give you these kids for no reason. Just like I explained last week, he's looking for a godly seed. Raise that godly seed. Righteousness. This is what he wants for you, for your children. You want your children to succeed in this crazy world? Then raise them up right. Proverbs 22 and 6 reminds us. We all should know about this scripture. Proverbs 22 and 6. What does Solomon say here?
Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it.
Teach your child right from wrong, and when they are grown, they will still do right. Plain and simple, that's that. We can't control everybody's actions. We definitely can't control our kids' actions, but we can give them the foundation to build off of. Not shifting sands, an actual foundation in this book that they can use for the rest of their life. This is what you're supposed to do. The hidden meaning here, fam, is about legacy and lineage. Noah wasn't just saving his own skin, he was preserving a godly seed for the future. Like planting a garden in the middle of a concrete jungle. You're thinking ahead, planning for growth in a world that's all about instant gratification. Isn't that what this whole world is about? Microwave generation. I want it now. I want it now. I don't want to wait. There's no patience. None. Zero. The Most High is all about patience. He will wait you out. And trust me, the Most High got all the time in the world. He don't go by time. You do. He can wait you out. So have some patience. Allow the Most High to work his things in your life. Do not rush this walk. Do not rush your growth. Let the Most High do what he got to do. Let him cultivate. Let him plant. Let him prune you. So that way you can grow into a healthy, beautiful flower. A towering tree even. But that takes time, family. It's not overnight. This ain't Jack and the Beanstalk. This takes time. Do you have the patience to wait? That's a serious question you should be asking yourself. Do you got patience? Because the Most High don't work on your timing. He works on his. But guess what? He's always on time. You may not think it, but he's always on time, family. So trust in him. Trust in his timing. Relax. Enjoy the scenery. Let the Most High do what he does. And I guarantee you at the end of it, you're going to be like, dang, I'm so glad I waited. I'm so glad I ain't try to rush it. You're going to be looking back and thanking your old self like, oh, praises. Thank goodness I didn't try to rush this thing. It's going to be beautiful, family. Trust me. We all being planted right now. We all blossoming. The Most High is pruning us right here, right now. Y'all seen what happened with us? He pruning us right now. He cultivating us right now. Throwing in some new fertilizer, watering you, giving you some sunlight. He is making you grow. You are growing in this moment. Trust it. Just because you don't see this grand change doesn't mean change is on the way. Isaiah 61:9 speaks to this. If we go to Isaiah 61:9.
And their seed shall be known among the Gentiles, and their offspring among the people. All that see them shall acknowledge them, that they are the seed which the Lord hath blessed.
Y'all see this? This is how we're supposed to be, because we're this chosen generation. This is how we're supposed to look to the outside world. To your people. That's what these Gentiles are. Remember, Isaiah is talking to Judah at this time. The northern kingdom is gone at this time. So these Gentiles that you see here are our people, our lost people among the Gentiles. Is that how we're supposed to be, family? Our seed going to be known amongst our lost brethren out there? And all that see us, all these Israelites, lost Israelites that see us, will acknowledge us and be like, dang, that's the seed that the Lord had blessed. And guess what they're going to do? They're going to come running on over to our side. This is what it's about, family. You talk about no other nations. People love to talk about, every time they see Gentiles, oh, other nations. Oh, other nations. No. It's about your own people. He's talking to Judah, southern kingdom here. There's going to be a light to their northern kingdom brethren when Paul and them were sent out. The apostles were sent out to preach the word to them, to come on over to Christ's marvelous light. Like Peter said in 1 Peter 2:9 that we read earlier. He's talking to the northern kingdom. They was in darkness. Now they're being brought to the marvelous light. That's what we're supposed to be, family. A light to our brethren. We ain't worrying about these other people. Who cares? If there's some of these other people that come in and see it, then fine, so be it. But the Most High is only concerned about his own. That's what your focus should be. So what's the takeaway? It's time to stop acting like spiritual orphans. And remember, we've got a divine lineage. We need to be like Noah, righteous in a wicked world, walking with the Most High when everyone else is running on the other side, and raising up the next generation to know the truth. It's time to stop being spiritual couch potatoes and start training for the kingdom. So again, let's start our hearts, fire up our spirits, and start living like we've got a divine purpose. Can y'all do that? Can y'all live like y'all got divine purpose? Can y'all do that? It's simple. But you got to put in the work to do it. This ain't no just sitting down and just allowing things to come to you. The Most High don't work that way. He want to see some effort. So show him that you got what it takes. Don't be lazy. Be proactive. We keep it moving. 11 and 12, brother. Genesis 6. Halfway done.
The earth also was corrupt before God, and the earth was filled with violence. And God looked upon the earth, and behold, it was corrupt, for all flesh had corrupted his way upon the earth.
Now again, before you start thinking this is some ancient history that don't apply to us, wake up and smell the bitter herbs. This verse is describing our world today so accurately. It's like the Most High had a prophetic Instagram feed. He's showing, foreshadowing how we are going to be living today. All of this in Genesis is a foreshadowing. He's foreshadowing. That's why you got to look behind the hidden meanings. Corrupt before God don't mean they were stealing and lying. It means the whole system was rotten from the root to the fruit. Sound familiar? It's like looking at our modern world, from crooked politicians to fake pastors, from rigged economies to reality TV. It's all one big spiritual dumpster fire. Everywhere you look, corruption. Everywhere you look. Psalm 14 and 1 nails this to a T. So let's go read it. That'll be Psalm chapter 14 and verse number 1.
To the chief musician, a psalm of David. The fool hath said in his heart, there is no God. They are corrupt. They have done abominable works. There is none that doeth good.
Listen to the modern translation. No holds barred. Only a fool would say there is no God. People like that are worthless. They are heartless and cruel and never do right. Mosiah said, you are worthless. To the people that say there is no God, the atheists out there, like I used to be. Worthless. Never do right. Heartless. Just like I was before I came into truth. That was my life to a T. I'm seeing my life in that verse right there, my previous life. And violence, as we read it in 6:11, please turn on the news for 5 minutes and you'll think you're watching a UFC highlight reel. From the streets to the suites, everybody's trying to beat somebody down, whether it's with fists, words, or economic warfare. Just look around, y'all, family. It's everywhere. World star, world star. Everywhere you go, all up and down my social media feed. Fights, 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 fights. All that. Number violence. Wars. We got wars going on right now. Nothing but violence all throughout these social media feeds. Everywhere you go. No different than right here, back in the day. Verse 12 gets even realer. Again, don't go thinking this is just about some ancient sinners back then. Because we got a lot of people that read this book and they just read it literally. Oh, that was back then. But they're not looking at their plight today. The Most High is holding up a divine mirror, showing us our own ugly mugs. The Most High is looking down on his creation. And what does he see? A spiritual wasteland that makes Mad Max look like a vacation resort. That's how bad it looks. Looks like an apocalypse out here. That's what he's seeing when he look down here, family. You think he's proud of what he see down here? No. Would you be? All flesh had corrupted its way means everybody. Everybody from the hood to Hollywood. From the pulpit to the prison, everybody was living foul. It's like scrolling through social media today. Everybody either flexing, finessing, or flat out sinning, thinking they're too fly for the Most High to notice. That's what they think. No consequences. They doing whatever they want to do and thinking there ain't going to be no consequences to their action. They just sowing, but they're going to reap the whirlwind. I already told you how the heart is deceitful above all things, wicked. Who can know it? This hidden symbolism here is a total depravity of man without divine guidance. That's the key here. Without divine guidance. When we turn our backs on the Most High, fam, we don't evolve. We devolve. We go from being made in God's image to making God in our image. And let me tell you, that image ain't pretty. Paul reminds us in Romans 3:23 of this. Again, that's Romans chapter 3:23. What does Paul say?
He said, for all have sinned and come short of the glory of God.
So what's the moral of these verses? It's time to stop acting like we're any better than those pre-flood sinners that we're reading about. We need to recognize that without the Most High's guidance, we're just monkeys in suits thinking we're too smart for our own good. It's time to stop being part of the problem and start being part of the solution, fam. We got to clean up our acts and start living like we actually believe in something higher than our own egos. Can y'all do that? That's the question. Can you do that? Can you get over yourself? Can you put down your ego for a second and listen to the Spirit? Can you subdue the flesh long enough for you to understand what the Most High is trying to say here? Or are you going to let your ego do its own thing and ride you right off a spiritual cliff into the land of nothingness, outer darkness? Your choice. I'm showing you the way. It's up to you to walk it. You can walk this way, walk that way, step this way, step that way. Sorry. But that's what I'm doing here. I'm presenting you a door, a big old shiny door. You can walk through the door or you can just stay there looking at it. If I were you, I'll walk through the door. Embrace this guidance. Let the Most High lead you to where he wants you to go. Do not fight it, because the flesh will fight. Trust me, it will fight. It will fight. But when you're in this word and you're strengthening your spirit, you're doing those spiritual workouts, because that's what it is. When you read this word, you're doing a workout, not for your flesh, but for your spirit. You want your spirit to be like Arnold Schwarzenegger, just stacked, built, so it can be strong enough to what? Resist the flesh. That's what I want for each and every last one of y'all who listen to my voice right now. I want your spirit to be so strong that whatever the flesh say, you just laugh. Ha, I ain't doing that. Hey, that was funny, but no. That's where I want y'all to be. That's what the Most High wants you to be. You can just laugh in the face of your flesh when it tries to get you off this path. Just keep it moving, family. Just keep it moving. Don't listen to it. Don't be like Eve. Be set apart. Be different than the people around you. They go left, you go right. They go up, you go down. Don't be a part of the crowd. Be by yourself. Learn to be good with being by yourself, because the Most High is all about isolation. He's isolated me over here in the middle of the dang on country, all by myself. Ain't got nobody around. It's just me, surrounded by heathen. But I've embraced it. I've gotten stronger from it. I actually kind of love it. because it means more time and less distractions. So embrace your isolation if the Most High has isolated you from people, the outside world. Embrace it. Don't fight it. That just means the Most High wants to spend some quality time with you. Get cozied up with the Most High. Cast your burdens on him. Have a conversation with him. Have a relationship with him. That's what he wants for you. That's why he separated you from everybody. That's why he separated Israel from everybody. He wanted to get to know us. He only wanted to know us. Us. Not everybody else. Us. That's how special you are, Israel. Stop thinking you're nothing. Stop listening to the heathen when they say you ain't nothing. You black. You ain't nothing. You just a nigga. No. You are more than that. You are made in the image of the Most High Yah. And it's high time you start thinking like that. So we keep it moving. 13 and 14, brother.
And God said unto Noah, the end of all flesh is come before me, for the earth is filled with violence through them. And behold, I will destroy them with the earth. Make thee an ark of gopher wood. Room shalt thou make in the ark, and shalt pitch it within it, and without with pitch.
Yes, sir. We're focusing on verse 13 here. Now, before you start thinking this is a ancient doomsday prophecy, wake up and smell the burning sacrifices, family. This right here is a divine heads up, a cosmic you've got mail notification. But instead of spam, it's judgment. The Most High ain't playing games here, family. He's looking at the earth like a parent walking into a teenager's room, disgusted, disappointed, and ready to clean house. I was one of them teenagers. I had a dirty room all the time. That was just me. That was just me. And when the Almighty decides to clean house, he don't mess around with no feather duster. He's bringing out the cosmic power washer. Nahum 1 and 3 puts it straight. Let's go read from our brother Nahum. He put it straight. Nahum 1 and verse number 3.
The Lord is slow to anger and great in power, and will not at all acquit the wicked. The Lord hath his way in the whirlwind and in the storm, and the clouds are the dust of his feet.
Powerful yet patient. The Lord can wait you out, family. He's giving you some time to get right. But what you doing with that time? Are you increasing your relationship with him, or are you decreasing your relationship with him? Are you moving towards Yah, or are you going away from him? The Most High can end everything right here, right now. Everything done. Poof. Would he be satisfied with the way you lived your life up until then? That's a big question. That's a big old question, family. Would the Most High be proud of your deeds, or will he be disgusted? It's like today, when you see all this madness going on, wars, famines, reality TV, all this stuff, and you just know the Most High's up there with his finger hovering over the reset button. Hovering. You don't know when he's going to push it, but his hand right above it. Now we focus on 14 here. Now don't go thinking here that Noah is about to build some luxury cruise ship. This ain't no Carnival Cruise Line, family. This is the Survive or Die Express. The Most High is giving Noah the ultimate DIY project. Build your own salvation, or get washed away with the rest of the trash. Whew. Whew. Same thing like when your mama tells you to clean your room, or else. You better believe that or else is coming if you don't get to work. Noah didn't argue. Noah did not procrastinate. Didn't try to outsource a job to the lowest bidder. He got to work because he knew the Most High don't make idle threats. How do we know? Well, let's go to Hebrews 11 and 7 to break it down. Again, Hebrews 11 and 7. To see what Noah did.
By faith, Noah, being warned of God of things not seen as yet, moved with fear, prepared an ark to the saving of his house, by the which he condemned the world and became heir of the righteousness which is by faith.
Faith. Do you have it? Do you have it? Faith, family. That's the key here. That's what the Most High is looking for. When the Most High says, do something, will you do it or will you try to justify or rationalize it away? Most High says, do this. Do you get right to it or do you just wait? Noah believed that the Most High was going to do this thing, so he got to work. Do you believe the Most High or do you not? Because that's what faith is all about. Faith is the belief in the unseen. We can't see the Most High. We can't see him. We see his creation, but do we see him? No. So that's where faith comes in, family. Do you have it? Or are you lacking like the rest of these heathen around here? That's the key. That's the key question. The hidden symbolism here is about preparation and obedience. The ark represents salvation, a refuge from the coming judgment. It's like today, when the Most High is trying to get us to build our spiritual arks, studying the word, living righteously, preparing for the day of judgment, while the rest of the world's out here acting like it's all good. Isaiah 26:20 hints at this. If we go there and read it, Isaiah 26 in verse number 20.
Come, my people, enter thou into thy chamber, and shut thy doors about thee. Hide thyself as if it were a little moment, until the indignation be overpassed.
Go inside and lock the doors, my people. Hide there for a little while until the Lord is no longer angry. Kind of the way what Noah's doing right now. He's building this ark to shield himself, to save himself from the Most High's judgment. This is what we got to do today. We got to build these spiritual arks. How do we do that? I just said it. Studying the word, living righteously, preparing for the day of judgment, because we know the Most High is going to come here and he's going to shake things up. We know this. Are you going to save yourself or will you be swallowed up in judgment? Which one? What do you want, family? Which one? So what's the takeaway? Again, it's time to stop playing around and start building our spiritual arks. That's what we got to do. That's what we should be doing here. Building up the salvation. Got to be like Noah, hearing the word of the Most High and acting on it, not sitting around and waiting for divine Uber to pick us up when judgment comes. Because that's what the Christians think. He's going to rapture us away before the judgment. No. There is no rapture. If you believe in that, read the book again. That's what they think. They think Most High finna send a taxi down here and beam them up like it's some Star Trek movie. No. No, 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 no. We all gonna be here, family. But you create this spiritual ark that you have and shield yourself from the judgment, and the Most High will pass over you. Just like it passed over us. The angel of death passed over us in the Passover in Egypt, and it killed their firstborn sons, but we were not touched. Same thing, family. No different. The Most High do the same thing over and over. Now we got Jesus, Yahushua, Yeshua, whatever you want to call him. He is your ark of salvation. He is where you're going to take your refuge when the things hit the fan. He going to save you from all of this. It's time for us to stop being spiritual procrastinators and start preparing for the future. So roll up your sleeves, family, and start building something that'll withstand the floods of life. Can you do it? Or are you too lazy to make it happen? Because the Most High shows no respect of person. If you ain't going to do it, you're going to procrastinate, he will sweep you right on out of here. Whoops. And you ain't got nobody to blame but yourself. So get to working, family. Get to doing what the Most High wants you to do. Stop waiting. Stop waiting. What you waiting for? You don't know what tomorrow has in store for you. You don't know what today has in store for you. You could be dead today. What you waiting on? Build your salvation now while you still have breath in you. Read this book. Live righteously now. So when the judgment comes, you and your household will be safe. Heed the warning that I am giving to you. This ain't no joke. This ain't Showtime at the Apollo. I ain't trying to make y'all laugh. I'm trying to be serious. Heed the call. The Most High calling. Bring, 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 bring. You don't pick up the phone? We're going to let it ring. Don't be like these other people out here, lost in the sauce. You know what you got to do. You know what you have to do. You know what you got to do. So get to working. Work. Put them hands to work. Put that faith to work. Put that spirit to work. That's what the Most High wants for you. So we keep it moving. 15 and 16. Let's get it.
And this is the fashion which thou shalt make of it. The length of the ark shall be 300 cubits, the breadth of it 50 cubits, and the height of it 30 cubits. A window shalt thou make to the ark, and a cubit shalt thou finish it above. And the door of the ark shalt thou set in the side thereof, with lower, second, and third stories shalt thou make it.
So let's dive into this Genesis 6, 15 and 16. And I promise you, by the time we done, your mind's going to be more expanded than Pharaoh's ego before the plagues. So 15. Now, before you start thinking, this is some ancient geometry lesson, wake up and smell the holy incense. This ain't about the Most High suddenly deciding to become an architect. These measurements are more symbolic than a Freemason's handshake. 300 cubits long. That's about 450 feet for you metrically challenged heathens. It's like the Most High saying, I'm giving you the blueprint for survival, so you better measure up. It's longer than a football field, y'all. The Most High ain't playing small ball here. That's how big this thing gonna be. Huge. Psalm 18 and 2 says it plain if we go read it. Again, at Psalm 18 and verse number 2.
The Lord is my rock and my fortress and my deliverer, my God, my strength, in whom I will trust, my buckler and the horn of my salvation and my high tower.
This ark ain't just a boat, family. It's a floating fortress of faith. Like when the Most High tells us today to build our lives on the rock of his word, he's given us the spiritual dimensions for success in a world that's about to get real wet with judgment. That's how serious it's becoming, family. 16. Don't go thinking this is just some ancient interior design tip. This window ain't for Noah to work on his tan. It's about keeping your eyes on the heaven, even when the world's going to hell in a handbasket. Same thing like today when we're told to keep our focus on things above. If we go to Colossians 3 and 2, it reminds us to what?
There were giants in the earth.
Colossians 3:2.
Set your affection on things above, not on things on the earth.
Above. Above. That's what the window is symbolizing here. Keep your eyes up. Focus on the Most High Yah, not on things down here. That's why he had a window. Above. Does it make sense? See how deep this stuff goes? And that door on the side, that's your one way in and out, folks. Ain't no fire escape, no plan B, no backdoor deals. It's a prophetic picture of salvation. One door, one way, one truth. Wait, didn't somebody say something like this? Oh yeah, Yahushua said it himself if we go to John 10:9 to see what this door represents. John 10, verse 9. What's it say, brother?
I am the door. By me, if any man enter in, he shall be saved, and shall go in and out and find pasture.
See? These are all symbolic. The window, the door. Now, these three stories, that's about levels. It's showing us there's room for growth, room for elevation. You might start on the bottom, but the Most High is giving you room to move up. Isn't that what happened with us? We started on the bottom. Now we moving our way through this walk. And each time we go through something and we succeed, we move up another level and another level. We are going higher. The Most High is elevating you. Don't stay on the ground floor. We got a lot of people in this truth that have been in there for decades and they still on the bottom floor, claiming to be on the top floor. What? What? This whole journey, this whole walk is about you elevating. It's about you growing. Are you growing or are you stagnant? Have you hit a plateau or you still trying to grow? Which one are you doing? The Most High don't like stagnant. He don't like complacency. We know this. He will shake it up. Like a snow globe, he will shake you up to get you to grow. We always growing in this thing, family. We are never fully blossomed. Never. We always growing. That's the aim. That's what you should be doing. Always be growing. Never stay still. The hidden symbolism here is about divine design and spiritual structure. The Most High ain't just saving Noah. He's teaching him and us about building a life that can weather any storm. If we go to Proverbs 9:1, Solomon hits the nail on the head right here. Proverbs chapter 9 and verse number 1.
Wisdom hath built her house. He hath hewn out her 7 pillars.
Y'all see that? Wisdom has built her house with its 7 columns, pillars, whatever you want to call it. Growth, family. Growth. Growth. 7. We know that's 7. Perfection. Completion. So the moral of the story, family, it's time to stop living like spiritual hobos and start building according to the divine blueprint. We need to be measuring our lives against the word, keeping our eyes on the heavens, entering through the narrow door of salvation through Yahushua HaMashiach, and always striving for that higher level. We got to start being kingdom architects. So grab out your spiritual tape measures, family, and start building lives that'll make the Most High proud. That's what he wants from you. Is the life you're living right now, can the Most High say, hey, I'm proud of you. Hey, I love the way you live. If not, then get to working. Bring out that hammer and nail, that spiritual hammer, that spiritual nail, and make your life better. Live a life that's worth everything to the Most High. Live a life of purpose. As we said in our lesson last week, live a life of purpose. This is what it's all about. Purpose, purpose, purpose. Not aimlessly going through day to day, but living each second with purpose. And that purpose is what? Getting closer to the Most High Yah, living righteously. That's the purpose. Are you guys living that way? Are you living a life of purpose? Or are you not? Which one is it, fam? Let's keep it moving. To get more insight here, 17 and 18.
And behold, I, even I, do bring a flood of waters upon the earth to destroy all flesh, wherein is the breath of life from under heaven, and everything that is in the earth shall die. But with thee I will establish my covenant, and thou shalt come into the ark, thou and thy sons, and thy wife and thy sons' wives with thee.
Now, before you start thinking this is just some ancient weather forecast here, wake up, wake up, wake up, and smell the brimstone. The Most High ain't calling for a light drizzle here. He's about to turn the earth into the world's biggest bathtub. And ain't nobody got enough rubber duckies for this. No, sir. When the Almighty says I, even I, he ain't stuttering. He's emphasizing that this ain't some random natural disaster. This is divine judgment with a capital J, and it's coming straight from the top. Like when your mama says, I brought you into this world and I can take you out. Except this is the creator of the universe talking, so you best believe he ain't bluffing. Do y'all fear this man or not? Because he about to kill a whole ton of people. Just like when he come back, he gonna kill a whole ton of people. Do you fear this man? Do you fear this man? We go back to our brother Nahum again. Verse 1, or chapter 1 and verse 8. He puts it straight. Nahum 1, verse 8.
But with an overrunning flood, he will make an utter end of the place thereof, and darkness shall pursue his enemy.
Woo, y'all see that? Pursue. This flood's gonna pursue you. If you ain't living right, this flood of judgment is gonna pursue you. You ain't got nowhere to go. Most High is saying, but like a roaring flood, the Lord chases his enemies into dark places and destroys them. You ain't got nowhere to go, family. The Most High fills heaven and earth. Where you going? He sees all. Jonah thought he was going to go somewhere. He was going to disobey the Most High and do his own thing. The Most High was like, bro, where you going? Had that fish, eat him up. In the belly of that fish. 3 days, 3 nights. How crazy is that? Where are you going to run, family? You either get right or get left. Which one are you going to do? You going to listen to the Most High? You going to obey what he got to say? Or else you get overrun with the flood. The flood ain't just about water, though, family. It's about washing away the filth of sin that's corrupted his creation. The same when you finally decide to clean out your fridge. Sometimes you got to throw the whole thing out and start fresh. Sometimes you got to do that. Too messy. Got to throw the whole thing out. Got to go buy a new fridge. So here's what the Most High says to them. I will establish my covenant with you. Now don't go thinking Noah got picked because he was some kind of ancient superhero, like I said before. This covenant ain't about Noah's perfection. It's about the Most High's protection. It's like getting invited to the ultimate VIP event, except instead of free drinks, you get to not drown. How about that? Here you go. I'll put you in this boat. You won't drown like everybody else. This covenant is the original lifeboat. The first get out of judgment free card. And Noah's whole family is on the guest list. The same thing like when your rich uncle puts you in his will, suddenly you're feeling real blessed. That's how Noah felt. He felt blessed. Just how you should feel when the Most High has put you in his truth. You should feel blessed. Don't spit in his face. by not doing anything, by putting forth no effort. Show the Most High he made the right selection. Prove him right. You picked me for a reason, Father. I'm going to show you why you picked me. If we go to Isaiah 54, 9 and 10, it references this covenant. Isaiah 54, 9 and 10. Let's read what Isaiah had to say about this.
But this is as the waters of Noah unto me. For as I have sworn that the waters of Noah should no more go over the earth, so I sworn that I would not be wroth with thee, nor rebuke thee. For the mountains shall depart, and the hills be removed, but my kindness shall not depart from thee, neither shall the covenant of my peace be removed, saith the Lord that hath mercy on thee.
Modern words here. And it says, I once promised Noah that I would never again destroy the earth by a flood. Now I have promised that I will never again get angry and punish you, talking to Israel. Every mountain and hill may disappear, all these other nations, but I will always be kind and merciful to you. I won't break my covenant to give your nation peace. Your nation, your nation, your nation. Who else is he talking to? Is this everybody? He says your nation. He's talking about you, family. Israel. Your nation. This covenant, the same covenant that he made with us. It's a foreshadowing of the covenant he made with us. This is what we're seeing here, family. He ain't talking about no other nations. He said to give your nation. That is a possession word. Your. He didn't say all nations peace. He said your nation. That is a very specific group of people he is talking about. But people say, oh, how do we know it's Israel? Well, if you go to the next verse in Isaiah 54:11, it says, Jerusalem, you are sad and discouraged, tossed around in a storm like Noah was. But I, the Lord, will rebuild your city with precious stones. For your foundation, I will use blue sapphires. There you go. He talking about you, Israel. For all the naysayers. How do we know he's talking about Israel? How do you know? Well, he just said it. You going to believe it or you not? Which one? So the hidden symbolism here, family, it's about salvation and separation, as I've been telling you this whole lesson. The Most High is drawing a line in the sand, or rather in the water, between those who are his and those who ain't. The same like today when we're called to come out from the world and be separate. Let's go see what Paul said about that in 2 Corinthians 6 and 17. He wants you to be separate, family. You got to come out. What does Paul say in 2 Corinthians 6 and 17, brother?
Wherefore come out among thee, and be ye separate, saith the Lord, and touch not the unclean thing, and I will receive you.
Leave them and stay away. Don't touch anything that isn't clean. Then I will welcome you. The Most High is saying, stay away. Stay away. Don't mess with these other nations. Who cares about them? Sounds harsh. I know. But that's how the Most High is about you, Israel. He don't play about you, Israel. He's telling you to stay away. Don't be seduced by their lies because they are real good with words, boy. They'll smooth talk you right out of your pants. Make everything sound nice and good. But it's not for your best interests. Most High says, stay away. Will you heed the call? Will you stay away? Or will you fall into the trap many of our brethren have fallen into and be doomed to be destroyed? Your choice. It's up to you. So what is the takeaway from all this? It's time to stop playing in the kiddie pool of lukewarm faith and dive into the deep end of covenant relationship with the Most High. We got to be like Noah, family, ready to be saved and separated when judgment comes. Which side you going to be on, family? When the judgment comes, when the crap hits the fan, Which side you going to be on? You going to be on your side or the other side? Which one? Come on, family. Y'all should know the answer to this. Which one? Come on. That's what you got to ask yourselves. Which side you going to be on? It's time to stop being spiritual fence sitters and start being covenant keepers, family. We're the chosen people. So sign that spiritual contract and start living like we've got a divine lifeline. The Most High has given you grace. He could have killed you in the world. He could have killed me in the world. He had every right to. I was disobeying him at every turn. He could have killed me and it would have been righteous. But he saved me. He gave me a life preserver, a life jacket, and said, come on this boat, this ark of salvation. Come over here. Sit in here with me, and I will save you. I will be with you wherever you go. You just got to do what I say. Be obedient. Trust in me. That's what the Most High wants. He saved you from yourself. Now, are you going to spit in his face, or are you actually going to do what he actually saved you for? You're going to be a faithful servant or be disobedient? Because just as easily as he brought you into this salvation ark, he can throw your behind right back out there into the world and have you drown like these sinners in this flood. So we keep it moving. 19 and 20. We almost done, family. Almost done. Hope you guys learned something today. Keep going.
And of every living thing of all flesh, 2 of every sort shalt thou bring in the ark, to keep them alive with thee. They shall be male and female. Of fowls after their kind, of cattle after their kind, of every creeping thing of the earth after his kind. 2 of every sort shall come unto thee, to keep them alive.
Now, before you start thinking Noah's about to open the world's first floating zoo, wake up and smell the animal dung. No, he's not. This ain't about the Most High suddenly deciding to become a wildlife conservationist here. This is about preservation and new beginnings. The Most High's making sure his creation gets a do-over, and he ain't leaving it up to chance or evolution. He's handpicking the survivors like he's casting for a new reality show, Survivor Flood Edition. Same thing like when your mama tells you to pack an extra pair of underwear just in case. Except this case is the apocalypse, and the underwear is every species on earth. Psalm 36 and 6, it reminds us of this preservation here that we're talking about. Psalm 36 in verse number 6, what does it say?
Thy righteousness is like the great mountains. Thy judgments are a great deep. O Lord, thou preservest man and beast.
It's all about preservation, family. The psalmist is saying your decisions are always fair. They are firm like mountains, deep like the sea, and all people and animals are under your care. We are. He's preserving the ones that follow him, family. Are you going to be part of that preservation, or are you going to be cast away like the rest of the sinners in the flood? Which one? Don't be like those sinners back there, partying until that first raindrop hit. Don't do that. Build that spiritual ark now. Listen to this warning now. Do what it takes for you to survive the coming judgment if you live to see it. And don't miss that male and female part. The Most High is making it clear. It takes 2 to tango, 2 to repopulate. He ain't setting up no singles cruise here. Verse 20. This verse ain't about evolution. Got people saying that. It's about divine organization. The Most High is sorting his creation like he's setting up the world's biggest filing system. After their kind means exactly what it says. Birds with birds, cows with cows, creepy crawlies with creepy crawlies. He ain't mixing and matching like some cosmic DJ. It's all about maintaining order in the midst of chaos. But you got these heathen out there, they mix up these animals. Having lions mate with tigers and creating ligers and all kind of weird abominations. The Most High don't like mixing. How many times he gonna have to tell it? But we do it anyway because we want to be progressive. We do it because, hey, man, I like my women exotic. No, the Most High don't like mixing. I know it's harsh. I know people say, oh, you can't be like that. The Most High not like that. Yes, he is. We are reading it. He ain't doing no mixing here. So if he don't want his birds and his animals to mix, you think he want his creation, the one he put in dominion over all of those things, to mix as well? Come on. Use your head. It's all about maintaining order here. Same thing when your mama tells you to sort the laundries, whites with whites, colors with colors. Mix them up and you end up with a mess. That's exactly what happens. The Most High is keeping his creation sorted to preserve the beauty and diversity of what he made. The hidden symbolism is about divine order and purpose. Every creature has its place, its purpose, its kind. It's a cosmic lesson in classification and the importance of maintaining distinctions. So don't go out there mixing and matching. Stay with your own people. This diversity melting pot, what you call modern cities today, is horrible. Those people are in discord with one another. You got all those cultures clashing. It's a recipe for disaster. Just look at New York. Horrible. I've been there. It's dirty. The people are mean. They don't care about one another. It's a mess. It's a mess. That's why the Most High put all these different nations in their own countries. And that's where they're going to go when he come back. There ain't going to be no more of this mixing of the people. That's done. This is the last time you're going to see it. In the kingdom, everybody going back to where they're going to be at. Plain and simple. Most High is about order, not disorder. Remember this. It's the same way like today, when we're called to be set apart and to not conform to the pattern of this world. Paul elucidates on this in Romans 12:2. If we read it, Romans 12:2, what does Paul say?
And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is good, that is good, and acceptable and perfect will of God.
The Most High is telling you, don't be like the people of this world, but let him change the way you think. Then you will know how to do everything that is good and pleasing to him. That's what you got to do. You got to shed off this Babylonian mindset. A lot of our people that come into this truth, they still hold on to it, and they wonder why they cannot persevere. They wonder why they cannot get it going in this truth, because they're still holding on to that filth, that mess. They have not allowed the Most High to renew their mind, to see things in a different way, to see things deeper and not carnally. And as long as they don't do that, they will not grow. So that's what you have to do. If you have not renewed your mind, or you still got the pollution of Babylon in your brain, let the Most High cleanse you. Let him renew your mind. The only way you're going to do that is reading this word. This is how you renew your mind, reading this book. It tells you what the Most High wants. It tells you how to act. It tells you how to be with your people. Renew your mind, because it's everything in here is opposite of what these Babylonian people are doing out here. This Babylonian system wants you to do. These heathen want you to be like them, but the Most High says, no, you don't be like them. You be like what I tell you to be. Set apart, holy. So the moral of these verses, it's time to stop trying to blur the lines the Most High has drawn. We need to recognize our kind, children of the Most High, and start living according to his divine orders. It's time to stop being spiritual chameleons, blending in with whatever's around us, and start being clear representatives of our heavenly species. We're the chosen people, not the confused people. So let's get our act together and start living like we know who and whose we are. And we end it 21 and 22.
And take thou unto thee all food that is eaten, and thou shalt gather it to thee, and it shall be for food for thee and for them. Thus did Noah according to all that God commanded him. So did he.
You see that? Now, before you start thinking this is an ancient grocery list. Wake up and smell the manna. The Most High isn't setting up no buffet cruise here. This is about divine provision and preparation. Same way like he did with us in the wilderness. Noah's not just packing a few snacks for a weekend getaway. He's stocking up like it's the mother of all apocalypses, because it is. Same way when your mama tells you to eat your vegetables, except the vegetables are going to keep you alive while the rest of the world's drowning. Psalm 37:25 puts it straight on the nose with what I just said. Again, that's Psalm 37:25. What does it say?
I have been young and now am old, yet I have not seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seed begging bread.
Begging for food, family. The psalmist is saying, as long as I can remember, good people have never been left helpless, and their children have never gone begging for food. Y'all see this? Y'all living this right now. Has the Most High left you alone? Are y'all begging for food like these homeless people on the streets? No, the Most High has provided for you. It may not be a lot, but it's enough to keep you going, to sustain you. Is it not? The same way he did for Noah, he's doing it in our lives today. This ain't about physical food, though, fam. It's a lesson in spiritual preparation. Are you storing up the word in your heart? Are you feeding on righteousness? Or are you out here spiritually starving, living on the junk food of this world's philosophies? Which one are you doing? Is your spirit starving, or are you feeding it with the word? Are you stuffing your mouth, or are you stuffing your spirit? Which one is it? Because a lot of us are stuffing our mouths more than our spirit. We love the flesh more than the spirit. Our spirit is starving. It wants food. Are you going to feed it? Or are you just going to let it be hungry? And then we finish with 22. Thus Noah, did Noah, according to all that the Most High commanded. So did he. Now don't go sleeping on this verse, family, thinking it's just a boring conclusion to this chapter. This right here is the money shot, the slam dunk, the knockout punch. Noah didn't argue, didn't negotiate, didn't try to cut corners. He just did it. Just like your mama tell you to clean your room and you just do it. No complaining. Except this is on a save the world scale. Noah's obedience is so complete, it's almost scandalous in a world full of rebellion. Just like Noah did all of these things, the Most High commands you, Israel, to do the same thing. Deuteronomy 11:1 lays it all out bare for you to see how the Most High wants you to be. Deuteronomy 11:1.
Therefore thou shalt love the Lord thy God, and keep his charge, and his statutes, and his judgments, and his commandments always.
Always. Always. Always. Got people out there, oh, the Lord done away with. That was for the old people. That's the old time, man. That's Old Testament stuff. Christ done away with all of that. Always. What's the hidden symbolism, family? Faith in action. Noah's words, or Noah's obedience, is a blueprint for our walk with the Most High. It ain't enough to hear the word. You gotta do the word. James 1:22 hits the nail on the head, brother. I know you like this scripture. I know you like it. James 1:22.
Be ye doers of the word, and not hearers only, deceiving your own selves.
Deceiving your own self. That's your flesh deceiving you. You can't just hear the word. You can't just come to Sabbath class. Oh, man, that was a good class. All praise to the Most High. And then the rest of the week, you don't do absolutely nothing to further your walk. You think the Most High going to accept you? You think he likes seeing that amongst his people? Absolutely not. Hey, man, that was a good lesson. That was a great lesson. Don't do nothing the rest of the week. Don't read the Bible. Don't do nothing. Flesh, 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 flesh. That's all they do throughout the rest of the week. And you call yourself a servant of the Most High Yah? Disgraceful. So what's the takeaway, family? It's time to stop playing church and start living it. We got to be like Noah, hearing the word of the Most High and acting on it, not sitting around waiting for divine room service to bring us spiritual nourishment. It's time to stop being these spiritual couch potatoes, as I said before, and start building this kingdom. We got to roll up our sleeves and start living our faith with the same radical obedience that Noah showed. Now go forth and be righteous, you knuckleheads. If I catch any of you out here acting like partial obedience, it's good enough. I'm going to come down on you harder than the flood waters on them ancient reprobates. Class dismissed. And with that, I end my session. All praise and great glory to the Most High Yah for this word today. I hope you guys were spiritually edified during this lesson, that your spirits are full. You got a big belly. Until next time, family. Shalom.